What's up everyone, and welcome back to the channel. This will be a part 1 of part 2 series. In this video I will be going over when I actually got into the mining space and what I'm doing leading up to the Ethereum merge. Before I actually go further into the video, I do want to first thank my family, my friends, and especially my subscribers. So it all started back in 2020 when a friend of mine hit me up and showed me his mining operation. I was really impressed with what he showed me. He had probably less than 20 cards. I had no idea what I was looking at. All I remember was he was mining Ethereum, getting payouts in Bitcoin, and he was using NiceHash. No idea what NiceHash was at the time, but that's what he had. He was actually willing to show me how to build a mining rig and run these cards. I actually didn't pursue any of it. I was interested and I was really curious on it, but I just kind of stopped it right there and never actually pursued the mining space. About a year and a half later, I ended up, I was actually building a computer, and it was my first computer, and I was actually interested. I came across the video, and specifically Red Panda Mining. If you guys can, check out his channel. He's been in the mining space for a long time. He's got great content. Watching his channel and seeing what he had running inside his house, I couldn't even imagine owning as many GPUs as he owns, and hearing about the profitability and what he's making, it was just ridiculous. And I said, man, I'm really interested in this now. I think finally I can actually pursue this goal and build a mining rig. So I actually went back to he was actually my neighbor. I went back to him and I asked him about it, and he was like, all right, well, let's get started. Get a piece of paper, and I need you to start writing some stuff down. And we started right away. I actually tried to get a friend of mine, and we were both trying to actually build a mining rig. We were actually going to go half and half. He didn't end up going that route. He actually did something else. And then I said, you know what, all right, well, I have some money. I will actually put the effort and do this on my own. So now we're pretty much November of 2021. And this is pretty much, I started out with 3 cards. I started out with 3 LHR cards. LHR stands for light hash rate, and FHR stands for full hash rate. So the most profitable coin at the time for LHR cards was Raven coin. By the 3rd of January of 2022, I had finally had my full 6-card rig built out. I was running with 5 LHR cards and 1 FHR card. The most profitable coin for my setup was actually mining Raven coin. Profits daily were about $17 to $20 on a good day, and I ended up mining Raven coin all the way up until the halving. And the whole idea of the halving was the actual block reward would be reduced in half, and this is if you're solo mining Raven coin, by the way. So the block reward used to be 5,000 Raven coin, and that was equivalent to about $400 to $500. And that was going to get reduced in half all the way down to 2,500 Raven coin. So that obviously meant that my profitability would actually be reduced in half. But the whole idea was that hopefully Raven coin would actually spike in price. That didn't end up happening. I was actually making about $8 or $9 daily, and this is after electricity costs. I realized that's not really enough. So that's when I decided to actually turn my rig off. It just didn't make any sense anymore, and I only had it off for about a couple days. I was waiting for my day off because I needed to end up fits in the batch file, dialing in with the overclock settings, because at this time I wanted to mine Ethereum. I think it might have been the most profitable coin at the time. I'm not 100% sure, but when I saw some of the profitability into what to mine, which that's a website that shows you profitability of all these different coins. You can actually put in your electric rate. You can put how much mega hash, how much power you're drawing, and it'll give you a breakdown. It's not an accurate number, but it is an estimate of what you could be making daily and monthly. So around the 3rd week of February is when I noticed on Red Panda Mining he was covering these octominers, and I decided I was going to actually sell some stock and actually invest into these octominers. The minimum order was 5 cases. So I was able to scrap up $4,300. Don't get me wrong, that was a hefty price, but in my opinion, it was actually cheaper to run everything through octominers than actual open air rig frames. On average, I did end up paying about $800, and this is including shipping, $850 to $870 for each case. For my actual open air rig frame, I end up paying about $950, upwards of over $1,000 just to have that whole thing built out. Now, I'm not saying this is what you guys should be doing. Right now, the market is kind of iffy, so prices of certain parts have been going down. So I probably, at this point, might actually save more money doing open air rig frames, which, by the way, this is not financial advice. This is just my opinion. The lead time on the server cases were a month out. So during that time is when I started to actually purchase these 6600 XTs. I didn't buy them all at once. I was trying to look for good deals. At the time, the market was still a little high, but it was slowly but surely going down. I paid on average for these cards about, I want to say it was about $520 if my math is correct. I did actually overpay for 2 cards. I paid for those 2 cards $750 each. The last 2 cards that I did get, I got them recently, and I bought them off of Facebook Marketplace. I got a good deal for $480 for 2 cards, so I couldn't pass that up, especially for the Red Devils. They were brand new, all in the box, sealed and everything. At the time, I was able to accumulate 6 cards, so you guys saw that video, so I don't have to really explain too much of that. And actually, that's when I started to purchase the 3060 Ti Founders Editions, and I was able to accumulate 4 of those cards as well. I made a video about that. So if you were to ask me right now, do I actually plan on buying more cards? The answer to that is yes and no. I do actually own 7 3060 Ti Founders Editions, and I would like to get the 8th card just to finish that whole case. And I only want that card at MSRP price, which MSRP for that card is $399 at a Best Buy drop. The last 2 cards I did get at a Best Buy drop for $399, so I was really excited about that. I don't want to overpay for any more cards, especially right now with the market being so down. Ethereum, nobody knows exactly when the merge is going to take place. My theory is it'll probably be Q1 of 2023, but I know they're trying to push it. If anything, maybe by October, but I think that's way too soon. And I feel like with everything going down with the delay of the merge, it's been putting the price down, as well as everything going on in the actual United States with all this inflation talk. But I'm not going to get too much into that. Other than that, guys, I pretty much covered everything. If you guys have any feedback or any type of questions, just leave it down in the comment section below. On a quick note, I seen that some of these people are actually putting these server cases. I mean, they can go vertically. Mostly the X12s I've seen, and it has that one bar that actually holds the GPUs in place, especially when you have all the same cards. I was considering doing that with the X8 Ultras, but I'm kind of worried because there's no bar or anything like that. I'm wondering if there's like maybe somebody can 3D print like a bracket or something, that, because I worry about the SAG when it comes down to the cards, especially those Founders Editions. If I turn that vertically, I mean, those cards are pretty much, they're heavy. Let's just put it that way. And I'm kind of worried about the SAG. I will actually, I know you guys didn't see it in the video, I will screw those cards into the case. I just did, just a quick cable manage in the meantime. I haven't moved anything yet, so it's not like these things are going from place to place, so I don't have to worry about them moving too much. That's one of the reasons why. And I'm kind of nitpicky when it comes to that. I mean, I like the perfect look of them where, when you screw them in, they don't have that little ring around the bracket. So that's just me being nitpicky and crazy. But always, guys, it was a pleasure. Be safe out there and take care of yourselves. Stay tuned for part 2. It will be getting posted soon enough. Hold the video. I just realized I didn't even show you how many GPUs I have right now up and running, and the gigahash that I'm running, and how much watts I'm pulling out of the wall. What I'm just going to do to make it quick is I'll show you guys a screenshot. Sorry about that, guys. Take care and be safe.